A toxic woman is a life sentence. Prison doesn't always have bars. Sometimes it has a smile, soft voice, attractive face, seductive energy. And if you're not careful, you'll volunteer for your own captivity. A toxic woman doesn't destroy you overnight. She studies you, attaches to you, adapts to you, then slowly rewires your life from the inside. And by the time you realize what's happening, you're already serving the sentence. 1. The sentence begins with charm. Toxic women don't show up toxic. They show up magnetic. She mirrors your interests, validates your pain, admires your ambition. You feel seen, but what you're really feeling is targeted. Because once she hooks your ego, she shifts the dynamic. Now you're proving yourself. Now you're explaining yourself. Now you're adjusting yourself. And she's watching how much control she has. 2. She doesn't love you. She studies you. A healthy woman builds with you. A toxic woman gathers data. Your insecurities, your fears, your childhood wounds, your ambitions. Not to protect them, to use them. Every vulnerability you share becomes future ammunition. Every weak moment gets stored. And when conflict comes, she doesn't argue to solve. She argues to win. 3. Your peace becomes the first casualty. At first, it's small, little criticisms. Passive comments, subtle disrespect masked as jokes. You ignore it. Then the tension grows. Now you're walking on eggshells in your own house. You rehearse conversations in your head before speaking. You filter your tone. You reduce your presence. You shrink. And the worst part? You call it love because you're trying to keep the peace. But there is no peace. There is only management of chaos. 4. She is addicted to emotional control. Toxic women don't want partnership. They want dominance, emotional dominance. If you're calm, she provokes. If you're focused, she distracts. If you're succeeding, she finds something to criticize. Because your stability threatens her control. And when she senses you pulling away, she flips the switch. Now she's affectionate. Now she's supportive. Now she's everything you wanted. Just long enough to reset the cycle. That's not love. That's conditioning. 5. A toxic woman attacks your identity. This is where the real damage happens. Not your wallet, not your schedule, your identity. She questions your leadership, mocks your standards, undermines your authority, tests your boundaries repeatedly. And if you keep tolerating it, you become a softer version of yourself. Less decisive, less confident, more reactive. The man you were before her slowly fades, and she calls that growth. 6. Leaving feels harder than staying. That's the trap. You've invested time, money, energy, emotion. You've explained yourself 1,000 times. You've fought for the relationship. You've endured, so leaving feels like failure. But staying is a slow death. A life sentence doesn't always mean prison. Sometimes it means spending years next to someone who drains your spirit daily. 7. The real cost is time. Money can be rebuilt. Status can be regained. But time? Time is gone. A toxic woman can steal 5, 10, 15 years from a man. Not because he's weak, but because he was loyal to the wrong person. And loyalty in the wrong direction becomes self-destruction. Final word. A toxic woman is not just a bad relationship. She is erosion of your peace, of your ambition, of your masculinity. And the most dangerous part? You won't notice the full damage until you look in the mirror one day and don't recognize the man staring back. So pay attention early. Watch how she handles disagreement. Watch how she handles your success. Watch how she handles your boundaries. Because a strong man can survive many things. But prolonged toxicity? That's a life sentence. Choose carefully. Harrison Vlogs.